Hey, what's up? Welcome back to He Say, She Say with your girl CoCo J and your boy Hood Howard Stern.
That's it? I thought you were going to say Hood Howard Stern in the house. You ain't going to say that today?
I ain't going to say it in the house today.
All right, I want to welcome y'all again to another episode of He Say, She Say. We've been off for a week, so you know what I'm saying? It's been a little while since we've been on the radio, but I want to welcome y'all back. And don't forget, it's Social Media Sunday. So if you got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you got to follow us. All right. So if you got Facebook, you got to hit us up at He Say, She Say on the Facebook page. All right. And if you got Instagram, it's Hood Howard Stern. Same thing as on Instagram. Of course, you got Instagram, it's CoCo Flow Zumba. All right. For the sexy Miss CoCo J. All right. So it's been 2 weekends since we've been here. So what's been going on with you, Miss CoCo J?
Let's see. Nothing much. Same old. We went to, I went to Washington, D.C. Me and Hood Howard Stern and the fam went to Washington, D.C. He was the host of the Spoken Billboard Award show.
The Spoken Billboard Award.
You know what I mean.
What was we at? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. So we was in D.C., man. So shout out to the third annual Spoken Word Billboard Awards. I was lucky enough to be the host for the third time in a row, and this time I actually got a nice little honor. But anyway, go ahead. I don't want to cut off your because it's been 2 weekends. So I know you. Well, you asked me what it was. So.
No, but yeah, we did that over the last weekend from Friday to Sunday, which was cool. So that was the highlight.
Okay.
For that weekend. This weekend was more real chill. This weekend, which it was cool.
Yeah, always a good thing.
Yeah,
chill.
So it was cool. We chilled at the house or whatever. So other than that, chilling.
Okay, nothing major going on. Nothing exciting. Any new movies? New
Not
TV
that
shows?
I know of. Let me see. Oh, I was watching. I got to go back on Netflix.
Yeah, that's what everybody else has to do.
I found a new series on Netflix. I'm done with it though. As of yesterday, was the last.
4400.
4400.
You watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing, and I was so mad how it went off. Like that was the end of the. Yeah, I was.
It was the end of the series.
Yes.
Or did they cancel the show?
They might have canceled it. I don't know.
They might have canceled the show.
I'm assuming they canceled it because the way it went off, and I was
okay.
But yeah, now I gotta, find me another TV series on Netflix. So I'm sure it won't be hard to do because there's so many of them. Right.
Well, definitely. I've been trying to catch up on my Netflix thing, man. It seems like I can't never find the time. Like I can start watching it, but I can't never keep up with it. I can't remain consistent.
You may not want to do that because once you find a good series, it's hard to get away from it because I'll be posted like, okay. Right. My kids be like, Mama, can we get to Netflix? I'm like, okay, one more episode. Well, Mama, I thought you said one more episode. Okay, one more episode.
All right, see, that's how Netflix gets you. Right? You can watch it on your phone, tablet, everything. So you ain't got to really watch it on TV. You can watch it anywhere else. So they got you going and coming right there. But yeah, I would like to find me a nice little, series to watch. I really don't know. Honestly, a lot of the series that I used to, watch was on HBO. HBO got a little thing with Netflix, so it ain't happening. Nothing that was on HBO ever comes on Netflix. So, so they got some kind of, agreement. So now HBO is getting ready to come out with like basically a version of Netflix. I don't know how much that's gonna cost or what it's gonna be like. So yeah, if you if you're a Sopranos fan or The Wire or something like that, you never go find it on Netflix. So that type of thing, HBO.
Not even The Wire.
Nope.
I thought The Wire was on. I guess not.
It's on HBO. Yeah. So nothing that was on HBO, Sopranos, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why it ain't on there. Curb Your Enthusiasm, that's not on there. These are shows that people used to watch. And then also too, I guess I'm probably the only one that noticed this, but Martin actually has some kind of HBO production too, and that's why Martin not on Netflix. Let's see if Martin was on Netflix,
I'd be all in.
Exactly, just like I watched Twilight Zone. Anyway, so Twilight Zone, and you never seen Twilight Zone the movie though?
No, I'm not into Twilight Zone like.
But it's Twilight Zone.
You are. But I used to watch it when I used to watch Twilight Zone when I was little, only because my mama used to watch it. But
it's classic though.
I watched a few episodes with you, but I won't just like, okay, I'm about to sit down, y'all be quiet, I'm about to watch Twilight.
Yeah, that's classic, man. You gotta get up on your classic game. But anyway, all right. So Netflix aside, like you said, man, this weekend last weekend rather, did the third annual Spoken Word Billboard Awards. out in Washington, D.C. So shout out to the D.C. area, DMV, however you want to call it. Shout out to Miss Michelle Alford, who's also the founder of the Spoken Word Billboard Awards. So allow me the opportunity to do that again for the third time. So good times out there. So, me and the lady and my OG, my moms, and my big sister went out to D.C. and turned up. Shout out to Falls Church, Virginia, too, man. We ran into some interesting people in Falls Church. Hopefully, because I sent out the invite on Facebook, hopefully they listening. So shout out to our Falls Church family. Hopefully y'all listening. And Russ, I did get your message, man. Whenever you want to advertise with me, got the Falls Church family discount. All right, Falls Church, Virginia. So shout out to the DMV. Anyway, so that was cool. That was a lot of fun, man. Met some interesting people. The tribute to Maya Angelou was beautiful. If you got Instagram, definitely go to my Instagram page. I'm gonna post a few pictures there. It's Hood Howard Stern. You can check out some pictures from the award show. If you got Facebook, you can catch it there too. I'm gonna post those on the Straight from the E Block Facebook page. So that's www.facebook.com/Straight from the E Block. All right, so you can go ahead and you can check those out there too. So it's kind of cool, man. I have fun doing that. I always have fun doing the hosting thing, man. And actually, we got something in the works now for next month. I'm not clear on the details yet, so I won't let the cat out the bag right now. But E-Block Radio working on something, some kind of major. A couple days after Christmas. It's not gonna be real specific. All right, so we're gonna get the details later on. But since then, like you said, been just kind of chilling. It's holiday time, so of course we're trying to get geared up for the holidays. Once Thanksgiving roll around and Christmas is right there, and the next thing you know, it's New Year's and we all back at it again.
Black Friday coming up. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not going though.
I was gonna say, don't get all caught up in the Black Friday thing, man. It ain't what it's what's cracked up.
I come to find out the items that they be advertising for Black Friday. After Black Friday, be so much.
They be cheaper anyway.
Right. So they just getting y'all out there. Because they know y'all gonna come out there.
Right, exactly.
I learned my lesson on Black Friday.
How many times have you been? Have you ever been?
I think I've been about 2 or 3 times, and every
did you get what you wanted?
No. If I did, it was probably about one item that I may have gotten. So it's just not worth it. Yeah.
Now I seen that Walmart was doing it a little different way last year. It's kind of like you kind of like get a ticket number and basically it's an online order. So you still don't get your stuff right then and there, but you guaranteed to get one. So like even if they don't have one in stock, they place your order and then when it comes in, you get it. So I mean that's no different from just ordering it online. Like what's the difference? I'm not about to stand in line to get the ticket. That's just like people getting J's, man, getting Jordans. It's the same kind of thing. I'm gonna wait till after you sell out the first time, then I'll just go get some later on. Because if it's 1 million people in line, you still ain't gonna be the first ones with them. So what's the difference? It's 1 million other people.
It's so overrated now. It's too overrated for me. So I'm good. I'm chilling on Thanksgiving night.
Well, first of all, I have to say that Christmas, well, the retail side of Christmas is overrated anyway. But that's a whole nother conversation. We had that another time. But anyway, we gotta pay some bills in a minute. But if you've been following us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on everything, then you gotta know what we're talking about today, man. We're talking about friends. How many of us have them? You remember that song? Let's be friends. Okay. Or so you say he's just a friend. Everybody know Biz Marquis, right? You know what I'm saying? But look, if you're in a relationship, is it cool to have friends of the opposite sex? Now, this kind of sprung about because last week Mary J did an interview and she was like, her and her husband came to agreement that it is completely unacceptable, like completely. And I don't understand how she can say that when she work in an industry full of men. Like, so she can't have no conversation with these dudes. Like, what do you mean by friend? So like P. Diddy started her career.
That's business though. That's different.
But they was friends though, so they can't be friends now.
I mean, it's business.
They were friends though.
I know.
Before her and my man got married. So what now? He can't call her unless it's about them dollars and cents. Period. Diddy? So Diddy can't be your friend? Come on, dog. And we're gonna talk about it. If you're on eblockradio.com, you gotta hit us up 760-283-4647 and hit that number 1 key, man. Holler at your boy. And if you're scared to talk, it's okay, man. You can also tweet us on Twitter, like I said, at Hood Howard Stern, or you can comment on the Facebook page, He Say, She Say. But anyway, we gotta pay these bills real quick. But think about it, man. If you're in a relationship, is it cool to have friends of the opposite sex, man. We want to hear from y'all. 760-283-4647. We'll be back in 1 minute, 2 minutes, something like that. We'll be back.
Witness the Black Tie experience. Black Tie Photography, servicing all of Metro Atlanta area. My name is Cedric Pitt, your photographer. Check out our website at www.blacktiepictures.com or like our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Black Tie Pictures. Let me capture your professionalism in class, and you will have the ultimate black tie experience.
Are you looking to start a new career? Let Choice Career Studies help you take your next step towards success. We offer dental administration courses that can be completed in 4 short and easy weekends for $495. We'll give you the fundamentals of dental administration, resume, and interview skills, and assist with job placement. Give us a call today, 586-222-5457.
Yo, it's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, producer of the Live Cloud radio show on the planet, straight from the E-Block Radio. Here to let you know that you can represent the radio show and your side of town with our very own t-shirt line, Pardon My East Side. You can get yours.
Wow, Hood Howard Stern, what's up with Pardon My West Side?
Oh, slow down, Miss CoCo J. Of course, we got the West Side covered too. So you can get Pardon My East Side or Pardon My West Side t-shirts. Only thing you got to do is go to the website, www.eblockradio.com, and get yours today. $20 for the fellas, $15 for the ladies. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well, Pardon My East Side. Yo, it's the deal. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, the host of the Live Cloud radio show on the planet. You know what it is, straight from the E-Block. We live every week, and we reaching over 60,000 listeners. So you know what that means? If you got a small business or a product that you want to promote, this could be the perfect venue for you. If you want to learn some more about how you can advertise on our platform, go to the website, www.eblockradio.com, and see what package works for you. We got packages as low as $25 a month. $25 a month, where can you beat that at? We're reaching over 60,000 listeners. Hey, if you want to get more information, don't forget, go to the website, www.eblockradio.com. Advertise with the livest cloud radio show on the planet. You heard it here first. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to He Say, She Say with your girl CoCo J and Hood Howard Stern.
Yeah, we back in the building, man. Thank y'all for checking us out. Don't forget, if you just logging on right now on eblockradio.com or on YouTube, you got to hit us up, 760-283-4647, and hit that #1 key. All right, so if you just now joined us, you got to know what we're talking about, though. We're talking about friends. If you're in a relationship, should you have friends of the opposite sex? Now, like I said, if you just now joined us, what we was talking about before was that Mary J. I did an interview the last part of last week, and she was saying how with her and her husband, now this is a marriage now, her and her husband, that they have an agreement that it is completely unacceptable to have friends of the opposite sex. So I want to know, is that even realistic though? But I mean, if you out there, man, hit us up, 760-283-4647, and tell us what you think. If you're in a relationship, is it cool for your mate to have friends of the opposite sex? So, Miss CoCo J, we're going to start off with you because you're the lady in the studio. So, lady of mine, tell me what you think. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think.
Whoa. I would definitely have to say it's not completely off limits as far as you know, your mate, it shouldn't be. Your mate having, you know, the friends of the opposite sex.
Okay. Now, before you go deep into that, one more thing I want to mention that Mary said. She said that the reason they made that decision is because in her mind, she says that from experiences that it has always caused an issue.
Well, and that's what I was just about to say. It depends. Now, it may have caused an issue in a marriage to where it had to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we never know the facts as far as why she decided, you know.
So you think maybe she said that because of something that might have happened specifically with them.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's and I was just about to get into that. That it all depends. Now, there's nothing wrong with having friends and of the opposite sex in your relationship, but it's boundaries to that. You know what I'm saying? And now, for an example, if I met you and you had this friend way before I met you, and y'all been cool, y'all never dated or kicked it like that, it's cool. But then at the same time, your friend should need to respect your relationship as well, and let it be known that she respects your woman. She respects your woman. She respects your relationship and whatever, and don't cross those lines.
Right.
As just being your female friend. Okay. And that's where the issue comes in. That with some females they don't know when not to cross the line. Okay. And it's like and as far as vice versa, same thing with the female having male friends. As long as that male friend respect your relationship, respect the man who you with, and that's it. Now, I don't want my man to have a female friend where he caught up every day or she caught him up every day and just y'all talk to one another like me and you talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? You share things or I share things with him, but don't share with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you.
Now you saying you remember? Oh God, what's it with Tay Diggs and Tay Diggs and Sanaa Lathan, dog. What's the name of that movie? When she was a writer, she said when you fell in love with Brown Sugar.
Yeah, right? Brown Sugar.
So in a situation like Brown Sugar though, because this is the situation that his wife had though, because she absolutely knew everything about him because they had grown up since they was kids. So she absolutely knew everything about him. Now, it was a part like when he quit his job, he went and told her first, right?
And not his wife.
Exactly.
And that's what
I'm talking about. So that's a problem.
That's an issue. I'm your woman. I'm your wife, or whatever I may be. I don't expect you to run to your female friend and just kick it with them, because I believe that your mate should be your best friend. So where you can kick it like that.
Now, is it because she a woman? Because it's been things that happen that you might call the homie first, like it's your boy though. Like you might call your boy first before you tell your woman. So is it different because she a female?
It can go both ways, but it may be more towards because she's a female. I'm gonna tell you like this: a lot of women may say that they don't. Everyone has a jealous streak in them.
Okay.
And sometimes it can be brought out when they do get put in that situation when it comes to another female.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I would want you to tell me first, either it's with male or female, with your boy or with your girl. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would rather for you to tell me first, because we supposed to be on that page like that.
Right. Now I beg to differ on that one. I think it is completely because it's a female. I feel like if it's me, like if I'm telling my homeboy Craig, like, cuz man, I had to quit that job because I gotta do something else before I talk to you, you gonna be mad, sort of. You gonna be mad because I quit my job and didn't get your permission to quit a job first. That's the real thing. Let's be honest about it.
I would be a little salty if you told me first.
Because no, you ain't salty that I told her first. You salty that I quit without consulting you. That's what you salty about.
It would be both.
All right, let's keep real.
I mean both. It would be both.
So. Okay. All right. Well, with that said though, I just think that it is definitely, my hat too big. I can't keep it up. That's why if you're on YouTube right now, you're trying to figure out why I keep fixing my hat. But I think it is definitely only because it's a female, and I think that because of that, maybe Mary J. right. Maybe you shouldn't have friends that are opposite sex. Now I'm gonna say all that just to say that I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying maybe that's one of her concerns. So, but I think that's unhealthy. I mean, because to me, I mean, now we're talking about, like you said, you know, friends that you've already had. So
right, no new friends, because they ain't your friend.
And look, that's what Charlamagne said on the Breakfast Club too. Man, I be listening to the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club.
I agree.
So, but he said that he can have friends, but she can't because he's just being an asshole. Right. But the thing is, though, I mean, especially if it's a friend that you've already had, then definitely, I guess as a mate, I guess I have to, you know, respect the idea that y'all was already friends. But I guess the problem is that if you decide that you're gonna accept that, then what makes you change your mind about it? You know, like is it things that you didn't realize what the relationship was before you agreed and say, oh well, that's your friend, so you know whatever, or like what happens at that point? Is it to the point where when the relationship gets deeper, then you feel like now you don't want to be bothered with it, but at the beginning it was like, you know what, it's cool because you really wasn't invested. You know, like what did your idea of the whole thing change, or is it truly just experiences that make you change your mind? Like, do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, it all depends. Like, if that person lied to you about the relationship as far as what it really was, mm-hmm. or if you seen that friend of theirs didn't respect the relationship, mm-hmm. or you know, I don't know. It's them the only two reasons I can think of right now, but I'm sure is a few more reasons as to why someone would change their mind as far as, you know, they may be cool with the opposite sex. So it all depends for every relationship.
Okay.
But my whole thing is, well, first of all, I just said no new friends. So, right, you know, so my whole thing is if you have a friend, but she never comes around, you don't really know this friend that you may have. Mm-hmm. You know, they go out and kick it, but you never invited, or things of that, you know, things like mm-hmm. that, little things like that. Then you'll be like, dang, if he just your friend or she just your friend, then how come we just don't ever hang out, kick it, double date with her and her man, or him and his woman? You know what I'm saying? Just like that. So if that can't never happen, then begin to question it.
Begin to question it.
Yes.
All right. So as a dude, though, I think this is a woman thing. I think this is a woman issue. And the only reason I say that is because most men are somewhat, I guess I'll say somewhat comfortable with their mate having friends of the opposite sex. I think our stipulation is as long as this ain't no dude you tried to smash. And the only reason I said that is because.
But what if it's a dude that is, but you just don't know?
Well, then I mean that's just you being deceptive. So I'm just saying, like, you can't ask me that if I don't know. Like, if I don't know, then that's just you being deceptive. If you told me that was the case, then that's what the case is. That's the only thing I can go off of. You know what I'm saying? So that's just you being deceptive. So that's a whole nother issue. That's you got a deceptive woman. So that's a whole nother issue. But my thing though is that for the most part, I'm comfortable with it as long as, like I said, as long as that's not the case that you know there has been some type of, you know, okay, I guess I have to say some kind of intimate relationship. Now, at the same time, for me, I don't know, all dudes different, but for me, it's even at this point, if this is something that happened 15 years ago, I think depending on why you communicate with them, I might still not have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's say you run back into them and it turned out to be a business opportunity. But it's a business opportunity, but at the same time, at some point, y'all was friends. So if you hit them up and be like, you know, what's going on, how that's going with the business thing, and then say how your kids doing, I would be mad when you communicating with them anyway, you know, because this new venture or whatever. But y'all did used to be friends, so like I can't trip on that. Right. Now my thing though, I guess my problem is when it's a dude that you know, for me it's got to damn it been like it was a relationship that didn't happen, that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Then that you can't be friends with them. Not if we together. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all tried to make it work, but you know he got deployed off to Kuwait somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because he was in the army or something. Then I can't do. Because then y'all not friends. Y'all just trying to rekindle a relationship. That's different, right? I mean, do that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah, but for me, I don't know. I guess it's it's aspects for men and women that's different. Yeah, obviously, I think we categorize friends totally different. That's for one thing.
How do you categorize friends?
When I categorize friends, like I have my friend, my day ones. They all dudes for the most part.
We talking about females,
right? But I'm saying my categorization. I'm not even sure if that's a word. Categorization. All right, I just made it up. So isms by Q Lewis. But my category of friend just means that it's someone that you associate with. Now, you may think that friends is like, someone you talk to every day or, share life stories with. I don't know. Maybe I got it mixed up between friends and associates. I guess I'm just cordial. So if it's somebody I know and we communicate like, oh, hey, what's going on? And I just happen to say, well, shit, how the family doing? Saying how the kids doing?
So
that's not nothing.
Do you call up these friends and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? What you doing? What's going on with you?
My friends like Alicia, yeah, I call her up and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I used to call the other one to see what's going on, but we had an issue with that, so I canceled that. I canceled that live on TV. But I think for the most part, I mean, if you have some kind of communication, and let's say it is business communication, I don't see what the harm is in having a social conversation while doing so.
I mean, with a business relationship, you kind of have to be sociable with them when it's about business. Right. That's expected. But like I said, like if you have this friend of the opposite sex and y'all call one another every day, every day or every other day, and be like, hey, what's up? Y'all hang out together. But then your mate is left out of this circle with y'all, then that's where the problem comes in at. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue. If this is your friend, she should be my friend too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So that's the way it should be. If it's not like that, then something ain't right.
I mean,
so
now, do you is it? Let me see. I guess the question I'm trying to ask is if you know about the friend but have never met her, does that make a difference as well?
It does.
How so?
Why not? If you talking to this girl every day and y'all kicking and hanging out, why haven't your mate met her yet?
What if y'all not hanging out?
I mean, so what doing?
What if you're just talking to her every now and then?
Okay, if I probably don't have to meet her because you don't hang out with her, but if you have never mentioned this girl to me, then but you talking to her, but who is she? Then all of a sudden, okay, who was that? Right. You know what I'm saying? Then yeah, it's a problem.
Okay, I'm just curious. I'm just asking. Calm down, it's CoCo J. Get physical in the studio. Excuse me, y'all. We might have to cut the cameras down in a second. And don't forget, man, if you're on YouTube or if you're on eblockradio.com, you got to hit us up 760-283-4647 and hit that number 1 key. I know it's a scary topic. I know you don't want to talk about it in front of your mate because it's Sunday. You probably sitting there watching football and you sitting next to him. You don't want to get that backhand. I'm encouraged backhands, but there's some people out there getting backhanded. So don't get backhanded on our account. Just watch it on the replay at your own leisure on www.eblockradio.com. You can send us a comment later on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, just in case, I don't encourage backhands. But I'm just saying I know they happen. I've never experienced.
That's good.
But I'm just saying. So anyway, so I guess the next thing is because we about halfway through the show. I guess the next thing I want to do is I want to switch it around a little bit and just say, does it make a difference whether we're talking about a relationship or a marriage?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm at it. We don't do that. Talking to radio land, you know what I'm saying?
Does it make a difference whether you're in a relationship or in a marriage?
Yeah.
I think it's more serious my opinion, I think it may be a little bit more serious when you're in a marriage versus a relationship.
All right.
And I say that because with the marriage, It's like this. Y'all intertwine together. So everything, everybody got
relationship like this. Like almost there. It's almost.
But in a relationship, in a marriage.
I don't know. It's just this could be anything.
Yeah.
Anyway,
in a marriage, you're intertwined. Everything is together, or whatever y'all have going on is together. You know what I'm saying? So if you're, and with what I'm about to say, it goes for a relationship, being in a relationship, a serious relationship, and a marriage. I just lost my train of thought.
What was you gonna say? Thinking about that friend, CoCo. While CoCo J is thinking about that friend, then I'll go ahead and give my answer on that one. Then, so as far as being in a relationship and being in a marriage, then obviously I know it's a little bit different, and it's probably gonna be even more so different because by the time you're married, then definitely I should know everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. So at that point, now in a relationship, it's sometimes you might not know everybody, even depending on how quickly you get married. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, Because that was in the side. That's also going to happen off camera. But yeah. So at that point, I think it's a little more serious because you should be at a level where, two things. I'll say you should be at a level where you know everybody, and you should also be at a level where you've either decided to accept it or not. Like it's not it ain't no return after that point. And once you take that vow, I figure everything that you know about, if you decided you go accept it, I'm sorry, but you gonna have to go ahead and roll with it because that's what you accept.
Now, what if your mate doesn't accept your friendship of the opposite sex? What if he have an issue with it? Where do you go from there?
Like just period or a circumstance with a certain individual?
Just a certain individual.
So I have to tell you right now, if you went on the Mary J tip, then we gonna have a problem. Because that means that you want to control whoever my friends is. At this point, I don't even think it's got nothing to do with sex.
No, okay, I'm not talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about a certain individual. Like, what if your mate had a problem with this certain individual, and you find out, she may have, or he or she may have their reason why? What do you do from there? Do you try to convince that person, or or do you just let that friendship go, or
I think at this point, as a human being, I think if you got a real friendship, I think the first thing you're gonna do, just out of normalcy, I think as most human beings, you probably would try to defend that relationship because you would, that's your friend. So you would say your point first. You would say your point as well. So obviously, if you got a point to why you don't like, the person, then of course my reaction is gonna be, well, basically saying why it shouldn't be an issue, right? That's gonna happen off rip, all right? Okay. So what normally happens after that is some kind of compromise. So obviously, if your thing is over, is oppressing mine, then the whole sake of our relationship is based on me compromising one thing for you. Then I'm gonna make the compromise. But at first, no, I figure that you got a reason why I shouldn't. I got a reason why I should. So of course, as two individuals, because we ain't neither one of us brainwashed, as two individuals, we both go put our ideas up there. It's only up to one person to either compromise or not.
But what if that person don't compromise? Then what?
Well, I don't know, because I compromise. So I don't know.
I'm just saying, in general, what do you think that person should do? What would be your feedback?
If you don't, what you mean though? Because that's the only answer. If you don't compromise, you just gotta let it go.
You gotta let what go? The friendship or your relationship?
The relationship. Because this may seem like a small thing, but if you can't find a common ground and compromise on that, then what you think gonna happen when the real shit come along that you need to compromise on? You might as well roll out now, because obviously you with somebody who that's what they is, and that's it, and they ain't gonna happen.
So in other words, it's gonna be my friend for life. Forget this relationship.
I don't even have to have a friend for life, but I know this relationship ain't gonna work because the person I'm with ain't that we not nowhere near a way that we can compromise on things, and that's the compromise and communication is two of the major things in a relationship.
But that's a difference.
This is a compromise.
Situation is different though, depending on it all. Compromising come together depending on what the situation is that you're trying to compromise on.
Yeah, I see you trying to make it particular, but you can't.
Yes, you can.
Because compromise is an action. So if you can't do it, if you don't even demonstrate that, you know what, this is like.
I understand what you're saying, but
let's look at it a different way. All right, let's look at it a different way. So you got a dude. Let's say you got a dude who don't want to work. Like he just don't want to do nothing. Like you try to give him a job, all he do is smoke.
See, that's a totally different situation.
Wait. Okay. And he won't compromise. He say he don't need no job. He gonna stay in these streets. He got a couple of nickel bags on the corner.
Okay, the relationship out the door. That's a different totally situation. That's something. Some things you just don't compromise on. Some things you compromise on. Some things you don't compromise on.
It's an action though.
But it all, like I said, it all depends on the situation of what you're compromising here.
It's an action.
Though. It's an action, but you know what?
Testosterone, please help me. 760-283-4647, man. Hit that number 1 key if you're on eblockradio.com or if you're on Ustream, checking us out live right now. Don't be afraid to call in, all right? But I'm just saying, that's the truth. You looking at a different picture. I'm not talking about salvaging the friendship or relationship. I'm talking about the fact that you with a person who is too strong to bend on anything. We can never come to an understanding on anything. Then yeah, I'm good. I don't need that relationship whether I keep this friend or not. So let's say, for example, we in that same situation, right? You won't bend. I won't either. Why we together? We just gonna keep arguing about the same thing back and forth.
And that's what I'm trying to say. It all depends on what the issue is that y'all trying to compromise on. That whole scenario.
So we look at the same issue. We look at the opposite sex friend, right? This is the issue, right? So you say it ain't gonna happen because of whatever you think. I say no, forget that. It's been my friend forever. Okay. So now what?
Now what if I say,
one of us
okay, that's cool, y'all. Okay, y'all friendship cool or whatever. Okay, we compromise on that. But if it's something different, like the scenario you just did about the guy don't want to get no job or whatever, no, that's nothing to compromise on because that's just downright lazy. Okay. That's just
all right. Well, let's skip that then. Let's go back to what we just said. So if I'm not willing to compromise and you're not willing to compromise, where was the compromise? We still talking about the same thing. So you say so you would compromise then?
With the scenario you just gave?
No, with the first scenario, the opposite sex friend.
It all depends on what the issue is or why I wouldn't want. Why I have a problem with your friendship?
You have a problem with it. This is your issue. You standing to it, right? And I say, you know what? It's been my homie forever. I ain't doing it. So now what? If neither one of us fall back, then now what? We ain't even in no relationship, so why keep it? You understand what I'm saying? And nobody willing to compromise. What is that? What is that? That's just two people arguing every day. It's family feud.
It shows the importance of the relationship. Which relationship you want to keep? If you don't feel
right, so if that's the case, then why would you stay?
Right.
Okay, then. So I just said, I
wouldn't want to.
Right. So I'm saying if that's the case, the relationship over anyway. That's what I just said. All you doing is agreeing. He's saying it a different way.
Okay, whatever.
I know it's he say, she say, but you ain't got a she say just because I say.
Oh, whatever.
It's all good though, man. Hey, look. So, all right. So let's say you do let's say you do accept it. You know what I'm saying? But then you find out, like you said, your woman been being deceptive, or your man been being deceptive, and you find out that they did used to kick it or whatever. Like you done already decided that you done got cool. Y'all are cool. Shit, y'all done been on double dates with, with the people and they little dude or they little chick or whatever. They babysit the kid once or twice. But what happened after that? After you find out, like, damn, they used to.
You definitely will lose your trust in your mate because they wasn't straight up with you. Like, okay,
right. But what if the reason being is because they know that if you knew the history, even though it wasn't nothing else going on,
couldn't be cool no more.
Right? No, that we all couldn't be cool like we are right now.
Well, you just would have to accept it. Why would you want your mate to be cool with somebody you used to smash or kick it with or whatever? That should be so awkward on your end. You know what I'm saying? That would just be deceptive as hell. That wouldn't be cool at all. Then I'd be looking at your ass sideways all day long. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Yeah, I definitely fall back. Me personally, that's just how I fall back real quick.
I mean, because that was pretty much the case on Brown Sugar, right? Because they had grew up together, but they had actually tried to have a relationship in college and it didn't work.
They were still attracted to one another, but on that movie, they were both attracted to one another, but they was both fighting it. That's a little different. And his wife noticed it. You know what I'm saying?
So how's that different though? They still tried to combine the four.
But they knew they were still attracted to one another. You can't do it. When you're still attracted to somebody, you can't be friends and still be married and have a relationship.
They tried.
It didn't work. So.
But they tried. They both got married, went off, did everything.
It didn't work though. You're lying to yourself if you tried. If you're still attracted to someone, but yet you still try to have another relationship with somebody and yet still try to have this friendship with this person you're still attracted to, it's not gonna work. It says date your temptation, marry your temptation, or whatever. That was his temptation, just like he was her temptation.
It says like what it said in the Bible. Because when you say it says, they usually, I don't know.
Shout out to Jason Prater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the Bible. I know Jesus.
Date your temptation. Because if you don't, you're going to always want to be with that temptation. You can't be friends with your temptation while being in this relationship thinking you can fight it. Because guess what? It's going to get the best of you eventually.
Is that right?
Yes, that is true. So, whatever.
Now, let's look at something. We only got a few minutes left. So let's look at something a little different. You know what I'm saying? What if just a friend or whatever, and then you find out, that you didn't know before, but you find out that it was something else going on in their head and it wasn't yours. So then what? What do you do then?
Huh?
That you have a friend that you cool with. Then you find out eventually, like, damn, well, I didn't know. Like, so then what? Like, what do you do then?
I think I would have to stop being friends with that person.
But you have friends, though.
Yeah, but if that person revealed their true feelings, that would be awkward to keep communicating with that person.
Now, the only reason I say that's weird, that's strange to me, because if you've been friends all this time, then that feeling never went nowhere. It just didn't reveal it. But it never changed our friendship. So now that you know, it make it different now? I don't understand. That don't make sense. It
would be awkward.
Like how so? I feel like if you awkward, then either y'all weren't friends for real or something. Because
I don't know. Would you tell your mate if your friend revealed their true feelings to you? Would you tell them? Tell her?
Unless I already knew it, like, and we already discussed it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what if this person revealed their feelings to you and then you didn't tell your mate because you feel the same way?
Next week on Maury. Damn. What? Hold on. You say okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all both feel the same way, so you're not gonna tell your mate what just happened. Yeah. You're just gonna just like we just talking about. Both in denial, or you may be in denial, but he's not because he or she revealed it to you.
Right.
However you want to.
Right.
But anyway, it's a lot of that going on.
I'm gonna tell because shit is. I'm gonna tell. But for one, I ain't friends with nobody I'm attracted to like that. So I don't have that. That's what we just talked about, right? You just said attracted to.
You say you're not friends attracted. You're not friends. You're not friends.
Then I'm attracted to like that, like I like them. Like that's what we're talking about, right? Don't try to twist my words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Testosterone, please help me.
Now, what if it's somebody that's attracted to you? Would you continue to be friends with them?
If we was truly friends, and I never felt that.
But you just can't. What if this person just was pursuing you, and you didn't
pursuing me?
Yeah,
that's different. Telling somebody that you had liked them and pursuing them is two different things.
Would you still be friends with a person who's
pursuing me?
Yeah.
No. No, they pursuing me. Yes. Okay. Shit, I'm scared. But if they just like me, like you like me, cuz no, it ain't going down like that.
But okay, you can tell that person that, but what if they ain't paying you no mind? They still liking you though. They still got these feelings for you. They might not pursue you, but they still got these feelings for you, and they letting you know. And then they try,
So they let you know, but so you can squash it, right? It's like getting closure, right? It's like, they ain't popping off. So,
but it's no closure because nobody's feelings get cut off like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell them, you can shut them down.
So you telling me that you would just stop talking to them completely?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you don't know. I know you don't know.
Yeah, that's supposed to be.
I'm just saying, you said it like so matter of factly, like so you wouldn't do like would you?
I don't know.
Like I said, if they ain't pursuing me, then I'm gonna tell you, like, man, this time about you like me, because we can't get down like
you
that.
Wouldn't even, would you tell him?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I like it so so quiet, dog. Dead air in the studio. You don't think I would tell you?
I don't know. I would hope so, but then again, you know.
All right, so let's say I did tell you. What would your reaction be to that? What would you say?
Cut her off.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Why? If I said that I don't want her like that,
that don't mean anything to females.
I'm talking to you though. How does that change you? If I say so that means that anybody I say no to or like any unwanted advances, I still have to be wary because I said no because I don't know how females are. That's how females work. So that's how it works. Like if you get advanced like from a dude.
So like, if you know a dude like somebody, like your woman or whatever, but they can they still talk or be y'all still have to talk. I'm not even gonna use business purposes, but y'all still talk. But you still know this person like you. But y'all still giggling, talking, calling every day, talking to one another every day, texting, but you still know this person have feelings for you, feeling some kind of way for you. In my head, I would say you gotta no. And no.
If I know my woman and you say that you don't want them like that, and you say that y'all was friends before, and you say you don't want them like that, even though you mentioned that, then I'm gonna be like, well, that at that point that's on you. If I trust you enough, then
it's not about
it is about trust. So you can feel that.
Okay, not so much trust in your mate, but just knowing how the opposite sex is. You know what I'm saying?
So I know how the opposite sex is. So that means that any dude that come in contact with you, I should be wary because I know how a dude is. Huh? That don't make sense. That makes zero sense. It makes
perfectly good sense.
That makes zero sense.
Anyway, no. If the opposite sex is telling you their feelings, and they telling you that they feeling some kind of way about you, but you still continue to be friends with this person, it's gonna eventually become a problem. And then you say you telling your woman, or you tell then you say you will tell your woman, or if I tell my mate about it, then your mate gonna be all in, like, she gonna start wondering now, or he may start wondering like, I wonder how often they talk now, or what they be talking about, or whatever, since he now or she now knows that this person have feelings for him, or her. So,
all right, so let me break down one thing for you.
Oh Lord!
In a woman's head, right? I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong. In a woman's head, you're right. In a woman's head, y'all always think that anyway, no matter who the female is.
What you mean?
Y'all always think that the woman could be up to something, no matter who the woman is.
That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. And I can speak. I